do you go from simply doing the work to being known for how great you are at what you do? This is part 2, and we're breaking down how to go from simply being a subject matter expert to being a true thought leader and influencer in your industry. Whether you want to start selling your brain, consulting, launching a course, or even another business, this is going to help you go from simply being a practitioner to actually being someone who is sought after for their expertise. In the first episode, we talked a lot about how to find your voice, your lane, and your area that you're really going to emphasize, how you're going to create content and make a name for yourself digitally. Now it's about building your foundation, crafting your message, and really showing the world what you have to offer. In order to do this, there's 3 areas that you need to start. 1 is to craft your core message. 2 is to build your digital home base. And 3 is to build out your foundational content. So let's talk about crafting your core message. That's the very first one. For me, over the past almost 2 years of building a personal brand, it has been one thing and one thing only: build a powerful online reputation. Now, this is what my company as a whole does, but I've really drilled down into this in a few different kind of subcategories. But my main mission, my main point of building a personal brand is showing people how critical it is to have a comprehensive digital presence that communicates the type of brand that you want to be known as, that you want to be seen as. People are making judgments about your brand when they look you up online, whether you realize it or not. Are you happy with what they find? Do you feel proud of what they're going to find? Is it actually attracting the right people to you? Are you getting the right kinds of leads with the content you have out there, your website, your socials, the podcast you're appearing on, how you are dealing with digital customer service? All of these things communicate something. I've done this in a few different kind of drilled down ways, if you will. I've done it through personal brand content, talking about how founders and CEOs, no matter how big your business is, you really need to have a personal brand to build a powerful online reputation for your business. I've done it through EGC, which is employee generated content, and then just general information about online reputation. Those are kind of my 3 main areas, but all of it goes back to my core message. In order to go from just being a subject matter expert to being a true thought leader, someone that people actually seek out, they want to bring in, they want to consult, they want to pay for a course because they think that your expertise is so valuable, you have to have a core message that resonates with your audience and is very, very clear so that you're getting the right kinds of people in who actually have the problem that you're trying to solve. Once you've determined what that core message is going to be, you need a digital home base. Now, you may have a website already for your business. You may already have, company pages and stuff, but what does your personal social media look like? What does your LinkedIn page look like? Do you need to consider other platforms like Substack or Pinterest or Instagram, whatever it may be? And there might also be some specific platforms that your industry really values that you need to have a presence in. How does your imagery look? When was the last time your profile picture was updated? Has your bio been updated lately? All of these things kind of contribute to your digital home base that you're going to need if you want to be seen legitimately when you start putting content out there. The last step is to create foundational content, and this is all evergreen. And what I mean by evergreen is this is always important. This is always going to matter. It's not trending. It's not timely. It's not necessarily even like a hot topic right now. It's something that it's always important in your industry, and that people that you want to attract, either to help provide a solution to them, you want them to see you as a subject matter expert, they're always going to be interested in these concepts, and you need to start making your content there first so that you can build a great foundation of all kinds of helpful information, solving their problem immediately, showing them that you know what you're talking about. So for me, the idea of online reputation, yes, it ebbs and flows and changes with different hot topics or things that are trending. But in general, there are some really important mainstays that I can always talk about, like always having the same kind of presence across the board. Like your logo should always be updated across every single thing that you have to make sure people know that your brand isn't confusing. Clarity of message, that is a really, really key part of your online reputation. Are you being really clear in what you're saying? Are you reaching the right people? Are you being consistent with the content you're putting out? Is it high quality? All these things contribute to that. And these things stand the test of time. They're not going to change in the next few years. So these are all things that I have built my foundational content on, and then I kind of, riff off of that. Like I mentioned, I do a lot of content around founder brands and founder personal brands and their content, EGC, employee generated content. I do a lot of these things. These are a little bit more trending topics, but they also have a lot of evergreen elements to them. And this is where a lot of my content lives and breathes, because I know it's always going to matter no matter how long it's out there. Craft your core message. Make sure your digital home base is good to go, and start creating that foundational content. These are the steps that are going to help you go from just that subject matter expert that's relatively unknown to a true known thought leader. Make sure you save this episode and share it with somebody who could use it, and stay tuned for episode 3 coming soon.